I had worked hard to get this job. My father was no more, and my mother stitched clothes to run the house. I had big dreams, and this company was the first step. It felt like a dream when I got selected. Everyone said the boss was strict but professional. I didn't care. I was ready to work day and night. I just wanted to prove myself. I never knew that night, that one single night would change everything. For the first few weeks, everything went fine. I was working in the HR department. I used to stay late, finish reports, and even helped other teams. My manager started praising me, and within a month, I was given a small promotion. And that's when he noticed me, Mr. Ethan Carter, the boss. He was tall, around 40, sharp-looking, always wearing suits. He had a deep voice and eyes that made you uncomfortable if he stared too long. He started calling me for small tasks, like bringing reports to his cabin, preparing files, fixing schedules. I felt proud that he trusted me, but sometimes I felt something was off. He would sometimes stare or smile in a way that didn't feel right. But I told myself, maybe I'm overthinking. I wasn't. One Thursday, he called me into his cabin around 7 p.m. Everyone had already left the office. "Emma," he said, looking up from his file, "I need your help. We have an urgent presentation tomorrow. Stay tonight and finish it." I nodded quickly, hiding my nervousness. "Yes, sir." He smirked and said, "Good girl." That word made me uncomfortable, but I smiled weakly and left. I stayed back, working on the PowerPoint, collecting files, making notes. The office was empty, quiet, dark outside. The watchman was somewhere downstairs. I thought I was alone. Around 1:15 a.m., I was sitting at the round table near the meeting room. Suddenly, I heard a door creak. I turned. It was him, Mr. Carter, still in his suit, but with no tie. His sleeves were folded, and he looked too different. Darky drunk, maybe. He walked in slowly and sat across from me. "You're still working?" he asked. "Yes, sir," I replied, closing my laptop. He leaned forward. "You work hard, Emma. I like that in a girl." I smiled nervously. "I'm just doing my job." Suddenly, he got up and walked behind me. I froze. Then, he placed his hand on my shoulder. I felt chills all over my body. "Relax," he said in a low voice. I quickly stood up and tried to move away. I should finish this and go. But he grabbed my arm, tight. "Don't act like you don't know," he whispered. "You come in here every day, looking so pretty, working late just for me?" "No, sir," I said, voice shaking. "Please, let me go." And then it happened. He pulled me hard, pushed me against the table. I lost balance and fell on the chair. He held my face. "You're mine tonight." He broke the buttons of my shirt. I screamed. I cried. I begged. But he didn't stop. He covered my mouth and tried to lift my skirt. My hands were shaking as I pushed him, scratched his arm, kicked the chair. "Please stop. Please, sir, don't do this." He didn't care. Tears were falling from my eyes. I kept praying for someone to walk in, but no one came. And then, suddenly his phone rang. It was loud. He looked at it, frowned, and stepped away to take the call. "I told you not to call now," he yelled on the phone. "I'm in the middle of something." Something. That's what I was to him. Something? He walked out, still talking. I was lying on the cold floor, buttons open, hair messed up, chest covered with my arms, shaking like a child. After 5 minutes, he didn't come back. I somehow stood up, buttoned what was left of my shirt, grabbed my bag, and ran to the restroom. I locked the door and cried. I cried like I never had before. I didn't go home that night. I stayed in the restroom until morning. When the cleaning lady knocked at 7 a.m., I came out quietly and walked to my desk. And then he walked in. Fresh suit, tie in place, calm face. He looked at me and said coldly, "Go home, you look sick." I didn't reply I couldn't. He left like nothing happened. 2 hours later, my phone rang. It was him. I didn't pick up. A minute later, his secretary came. "Sir wants to meet you downstairs." I didn't want to go, but I was scared. When I reached the gate, he was in his black car. He opened the door. "Get in." I shook my head. He said, "I'm taking you to the hospital. You fainted last night." I stared at him. You did that to me." He looked down. "Just get in." I don't know why I did. Maybe I was too broken to think. Maybe I still wanted to believe he had some guilt left. At the hospital, the doctor did tests, gave me medicine for bruises, and advised rest. He paid for everything. That night, I told my mom I slipped on stairs. She looked at me and held my face. "Your eyes say something else, Emma." But I didn't say anything. I couldn't. I stayed silent for days. I didn't eat. I didn't go to the office. He didn't call again. But the scars, they stayed. Not just on my body, in my mind. After 2 weeks, I walked into the HR department and gave my resignation. When they asked why, I just said one word: safety. But I didn't stop there. I gathered courage. I told a women's helpline. I spoke anonymously to an online platform. I wrote my story not with my name, but with my voice. I realized it was not my shame. It was his crime. If you're reading this story, I want to say something. I stayed quiet because I was scared, ashamed, broken. But now I speak because I know I'm not alone. If someone touches you without permission, it's not your fault. If someone uses power to hurt you, it's not your weakness. Speak, fight, heal. Don't wait for someone to save you. Save yourself. You're stronger than you think.